One of the big sources of stress is having awfully big goals that are hanging over your head, essentially, but they're bigger than you can complete in a day. Right? I set these big honking goals for myself, often. And I then proceed to stress about them for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I have this huge report that I want to write, and I have to do research for it. And then I'll spend half of the day every single day freaking out because I have this giant goal, which, by the way, maybe I'm the one who set, or even if someone else said it, maybe it was a goal that I wanted to adopt. What I find really reduces stress in those situations is to break down the goal into things that can be accomplished within your mental time horizon. So if you think generally in terms of a day, or some people think in terms of 3 or 4 days or a week, set sub-goals that fit within that time period. My goal was, oh my gosh, I've got this huge report that I want to write. What I discovered was I set goals in terms of paragraphs. My goal is to write 1 paragraph. That's it, just one. I would sit down, write a paragraph, and be like, yes, I have achieved that goal. And rather than feeling stressful, I got to feel this sense of completion. And then, well, if I can do 1 paragraph, I'm going to set another goal of doing another paragraph. And I did that and got it done, felt a sense of completion. Now, the report that I ended up writing was quite long. But by setting myself goals a paragraph at a time, and eventually I was able to build up and do a page at a time or a couple pages at a time, rather than being overwhelmed by this gigantic thing hanging over my head, I was able to just calm and go, you know what? As long as I can do a paragraph here and then a paragraph there and a paragraph there, I will eventually reach the end of the project. So to reduce your stress, the stress of having really large goals that you're working towards, break them down into smaller achievable goals and celebrate each one of the small goals as you achieve it. So rather than being one constant experience of not reaching the big goal, it's one constant experience of reaching small goal after small goal after small goal. And that's the way to take your stress level and instead turn it into a feeling of accomplishment.